Hello, everybody. This is take 3. Oh my goodness. This is Anita of Liberate Me, and welcome to the introduction of Liberate Me 78. I just want to make sure we are live now and on the right way up. I was upside down, and then it wouldn't work on my phone, but hopefully we are live now. I'm going to double check, and then we are good to go. Good to go. Thank you for your patience. Hello, if you're here live, say hello in the comments. I'm probably not going to be great at commenting, but I will do my best to come back after, okay? If I'm not looking at it live, because I've got so much going on here today, but we will get better at this. Okay, just going to check I'm live. Let me see. New to YouTube. Okay. All right. Just checking. And I'm the right way up. Right way up. Just asking. Just checking. Getting some response. Yes. Okay. So I'm the right way up and I'm live. Halla frickin' Lulia. Okay. My goodness. Unfortunately, this is not wine. It's actually water. But I will take a sip. Okay. So, welcome. This is Anita. I hope you can see me okay. Anita of Liberate Me. And welcome to the introduction, pre-launch soiree. We just want to get a little warmed up, just a little softening into an introduction to the Ethereal Sacred Geometry Revelations. Okay. This is what you're going to receive inside of this series. So let me tell you a little bit about it to start with, to get us all settled in our new home here. And then we will move through into a little activation. We're just going to set the scene a little bit. Okay. So first of all, if you haven't registered yet, you can register inside of a link that I believe will be in the description box. Okay, you can also subscribe if that feels good. You can share if that feels good, and invite more if it feels like this will benefit people. You can hit the notifications, lots of things you can do on YouTube, okay, to start becoming a part of this as we settle in, okay? So if you haven't registered, register, because you'll get emails, we'll have other surprises, and it gives you a bit more information on that link as well. So we're soft launching today into Liberate Me 78, where we're going to open, we're setting the record straight on that feeling of being screwed over, okay? Being screwed over, okay? That's where we're going to start. So are you feeling screwed over? And if you are feeling screwed over, in what way, okay? And you're very welcome to put it in the comments here, something, and you can be open about it, or you can be however you want to express it, but at least express it between you and you. Everything that you're receiving inside of Liberate Me 78 and this introduction to the Ethereal Geometry Revelations, okay, is, I don't do anything inside of Liberate Me that is just for social media as such. So what we do here is we create things that are actually linked to an experience inside of Liberate Me for clients. Oh, I'm moving things around here. Don't want to break anything. Lots of things moving here. Okay. Stop touching things. Okay. So it's linked to an experience inside Liberate Me. So if you are inside Liberate Me as a client, you can bring this inside of your space. You can expand this. You can expand your experience inside of this. If you've had your sacred geometry signatures, you've had some insight, you can utilize it inside of that. If you're completely new, you can utilize it at this introductory level that we're putting it out here. So what's really important, that it's immersive, it's interactive, it's about reciprocation, sacred geometry. It doesn't work by just listening to me, as wonderful as that might be, okay, or not. So it's really getting involved. I'm feeling too, well, do I have this feeling of being screwed over in any way, now or in the past? Okay. First thing I want you to know is it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean what we think it means. Okay. And there's actually a lot of magic inside of it for you. So it's not what it seems. Okay. And we're going to introduce you to a few introductory warm up, okay, to lay the land of what's moving here in feeling screwed over, why we feel screwed over, okay, and why it doesn't mean what we think it means, okay? So the register link's there, just giving you all of the pieces. And in terms of when we're going to be going live, the way sacred geometry works is we don't have a schedule as such. We're live from now until this wants to run until. It's probably going to be weekly. It could be a couple of times a week. It could miss a week. It could be more than that, right? And we're just going to honor that and receive that message of when it wants to deliver the next layer, okay? And that's how we work inside of this space. So that's why it's really good to register as well, because you'll hopefully, if we're good, we will send you a reminder, ideally at least an hour before, but sometimes it might be less, sometimes it might be more, okay? So at least you'll get notifications. If you've got everything switched on inside of YouTube, then you can self-run it and self-activate that, okay? So yeah, beautiful. And also, we've got an extra layer inside of this, which is a Facebook group. We haven't done one of those for, I can't even remember. My God, must be like 6 years now. A long, long time. Okay. And the Facebook group is brand new. It's for Liberate Me 78 only. And we're going to be sharing some surprises in there to help you integrate this. Okay. Because knowledge is not power. It's the integration and the activation of it, bespoke to your life experiences, okay? So that's wonderful, okay? That link, yes, that link is down in the description as well to join the Facebook group, okay? And you'll be able to post there on the things that you're answering, where you're feeling screwed over, and feeling into that feeling. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean what I think it means. And some of the introductory warm-up juicy layers we're going to give you inside of this soiree today, okay, on what is moving, okay? What is moving around this that we're not seeing, to be able to utilize it, all right? So that's the Facebook group, okay? And that's there for you. And during Liberate Me 78, I'm going to be going live on YouTube, and we're going to get better at it, I'm sure. And what we'll be doing is moving you through each of the Ethereal Geometry Revelations, okay, in Liberate Me 78. So there's 78, right? So this is going to be a lovely, juicy series, yet it is light. So we're not doing a little campaign where we're like, here's, you know, a little short challenge or a series, and we're going to be here for so long, or we're going to be here for a few months, and then we're going to open the cart here for this or that or that. Like I said, this is real. This is for real clients that are inside the experiences to utilize, and there's going to be an experience attached to this, which is brand new. So it's the first time we're releasing this to the public. It's never been released before, so I'm super excited about that, okay? So we're light and breezy and easy with it. So you can be here for everyone. You don't have to be. You can pop in and out. You can come back to the replays. You can feel into it the way you want to feel into it. So it's not one of these pressured environments where it's like, right, we're doing this course, you got to be here from beginning to end, otherwise there's no point, okay? And just feel the relief in that, because we live in a society that is the case. We've got to schedule everything. And no, not inside of this, okay? You want to feel into, am I cool to show up and be there live today? Yes, why not? If I'm not, then I'll catch a replay, or maybe I'll leave it and see when I feel like it, or I'll pop in and out, okay, while I'm traveling over the summer, whatever it may be for you, okay? So we just want to be light with this. Okay, that's the best way in sacred geometry to activate what you desire. So you will be activating with me, with the sacred geometry sources, Liberate Me 78 from a very dynamic, alternative, fresh perspective. Okay. And if you're just joining us, you are here live, just start to feel into where you might be feeling screwed over at the moment. And knowing that it's, oh, but it doesn't mean what I think it means. And starting to open up to the consideration of what it's really here for and the magic inside of it. So this is where you're going to open up to creation. We are creators. We can activate creation of what is pre-created for us to receive. And as you learn the truth of your sacred geometry signature, which is bespoke to you, one of a kind to you, if you don't have that and you're brand new or you don't have that yet, I believe there's a link down there to receive your complimentary signature and reading as well. This will personalize this experience for you on another level. If your clients or you're already in the experiences, you have this. So you can start to utilize this pretty potently straight away. And those 78 layers, layer by layer, will set you free. You don't need to be with all of them, right? You can just be with one of them and it will set you free on a layer and activate creation of something you desire or even better. So feel into, why am I here? What am I hoping to get to this? Maybe I don't even get it. I don't even know why I'm here. But what is it I'm hoping to get from this? And drop that in the chat, okay? All of this will unfold in the most potent, natural, beautiful, and soul-shaking way. Not in a logical, we know what's going to happen way, okay? In a very ethereal way. Okay, in a very esoteric way. Okay, so this is about feeling it, not worrying too much about understanding it. You don't actually need to understand it. It's just being with the activations, and the understanding comes through being with it, moving through it, and you see the creation, you see the shift starting to happen, and it's like, woo, this is fun. Okay, so yeah, so this will be a perspective or eye-opening experience to what you haven't seen or experienced before. So you can join us, like I've said, all right, in that Liberate Me Facebook group where you can answer these questions. These questions are not, what's the word? Rhetorical, okay? They're not rhetorical. They're actually for you to be with and answer. And as you reciprocate that, you're already starting to create a relationship with your sacred geometry, okay? And activating that. And you can put it in the comments here as well, but at least between you and you, okay? So, okay, anything else? All right, so let's see. I'm excited to start this series. We are softly coming into it, okay? And we'll gear up more and more as we go. I'm sure there's going to be highs, lows, all of that. And that's all welcomed inside of sacred geometry. So how do we get to the other side of the vow of feeling like you've been screwed over? Okay, so if you're feeling like you're being screwed over, feel what you feel like you're being screwed over in, or maybe you're afraid of being screwed over, or maybe it's something from the past where you felt screwed over. It's all relevant. Time is an illusion inside of sacred geometry. Okay, so where do you feel screwed over in any way? Okay, even if you're embarrassed of it, or you think you're absolutely within your rights to feel screwed over, whichever one it is, it doesn't matter where you are in that spectrum. How do we get to the other side of the vow if this doesn't mean anything, or it doesn't mean what we think it means? Then what is it that you think it means? What is it telling you at the moment this means? Okay, what am I making this mean? Or there's something inside of our signature that is called the false self, if you like, the false, the not you, the not self. What is that making it mean? Okay, what am I making this mean? Because it actually means nothing. And how do I get to the other side of the vow to see what this actually means and what it's actually here for? Because all pain, okay, all frustration, all negative stuff is here for us. It's happening for you, not to you. You're not broken. You do not need fixing, okay? and you want to utilize it. It's got like a reservoir of creation in it. Okay, it's magical if we can get to the other side of the veil. But if we just look at it in a logical way, in a stale way that is not fresh, that most people would agree with, right? Then we don't get to the real reason. Okay, because we could go out to ask a friend, ask the audience, phone a friend, whatever it is. Okay, on I'm feeling screwed over. Don't you think I'm right? Yeah, we can get that back up and that validity quite well and easily, right? But the truth is, it doesn't mean that. And others don't know what it means either because it's in your sacred geometry signature. So what is it as you get to that other side of that vow with your signature? Okay. And as you understand how to get to the other side of that vow, to see what it's really here for, it will actually give you I always slow down at this because I just pronounce it well, okay? Inside of your Ethereal Geometry Revelations, okay, which you have 78, and we're going to be introducing them on this series, but inside of your signature, they're bespoke to you, okay? So it gets far more personalized, far more bespoke, okay? And that's when that magic really happens, because each of your life experiences, good, bad, or ugly, where you're feeling screwed over, actually has a whole sacred geometry pattern, if you like, around it, okay? It's by design, okay? Sacred geometry or source or life or God is not just throwing the dice, okay? It is by design. I think it was Einstein that said that. I think we put that on an email yesterday, okay? So it's by design and it's to be utilized in a certain way. We take feelings, thoughts, or feeling screwed over and think, well, logically, I've been screwed over. And so I've got to deal with this logically. But that's not what it is, okay? And in the Revelations, what's so cool, it's so light, it's so breezy. You can take that life situation, that circumstance, whether you're feeling screwed over in your relationship, in your workplace, with your family, by yourself even if you feel like I'm screwing myself over right now, that's okay, all right? And it will go to one of these revelations, one of these 78 revelations, bespoke to your signature. You have 4 elements inside of your actual own signature, okay? And it will give you exactly the truth of what is behind that vow, okay? It will give you the exact truth that you would, and it will be surprising, all right? Unless you've been inside of Liberate Me and inside of the experiences from sometime, you'll still be surprised. It's always a little surprising, but still you know you're going to be surprised as what it is. Yet, when you receive that message, it's like, oh, of course. Oh my God. It's been trying to block that. Because actually feeling screwed over is a self-protection mechanism of the false self, and it stops you receiving what you desire, or even better. Now, it doesn't mean you have to stop feeling screwed over. It means we have to utilize the magic in it. Now, the cool thing about your Ethereal Geometry Revelations is that you get the exact message of what it means, okay? And you get the exact action to take from your sacred geometry, okay, bespoke to you through the revelation that is relevant right now, what is circling around that situation of feeling screwed over for the one we're using today. And then, or you do exactly what it says, right? That's it. You do exactly what it says. You don't need to understand it even. You don't need to get it. You don't need to be into anything woo-woo, okay? Because this is ancient science, okay, in many ways. And so, and that will be the beating heart of creation, okay? Creating what you desire, or even better, okay? Because everything is pre-created for you. You made a contract with this life, okay, to receive that. It will bring you into a space. And as we go along, you can put one words, okay? How is this making me feel? What am I hearing? What is one word for what I'm feeling now? Scared, dubious, cynical, happy, excited. Yes, I love it. I get it. Whatever it is, okay? We welcome it all, and you can put that in the comments, okay? What you're going to start to receive is a level of trusting yourself, okay? Yeah. I go so far, okay, in this understanding and many others, but I'm just giving you my example. I go so far to let myself fall over. I trust myself so much to let myself fall over, okay? Because that's what's in design, okay, to activate something from it. So we're constantly trying to stop ourselves from falling over or pushing anything further or a boundary further. We can't find out if this is a real boundary, okay, or a real fall. And it may have some fallout, but there's creation in that, okay? So some tables require to be flipped. And inside of feeling screwed over, okay, it requires to be flipped to see what's behind that vow, okay? To see what's behind that vow, what's the true message, what's the true meaning, and what is the action sacred geometry is asking you to take, okay? And as you take that, you will receive something you desire, or even better, or what you require, okay? All right. And of course, when we trust ourselves so much to fall over, we trust ourselves to flip the freaking tables, okay? Then there's going to be those consequences that we're trying to stop, okay? There's experiences that as a society we see as negative or problematic, but they are not negative and problematic. They are here for you to utilize in that design, and it's all being chosen in that design by sacred geometry in what you agreed before you arrived here, if you like, okay? So if I said to you, stop that, you can't do that, just stop doing that. Just stop doing that. Stop feeling screwed over. Stop it right now, okay? Would that work? Would it work for me just to say that? A little sip of water. That is water at the moment. Would that work? Yes or no? Put that in the comments as well. It likely is no. Someone just said to me, just stop that. Okay? You can't just stop it because you've been designed that way, right? But you're telling yourself, I need to stop it, then maybe I'll get a bit of experience, or maybe they need to stop it. Okay? They need to stop it, or I need to stop it. And we got to fix ourselves. But hold on, we're not broken. So you can't stop that, okay? Because that's who you are designed to be in this moment, okay? And to utilize it to go through an evolution or acceptance, or bringing more of that out, more of you, more of who you're here to be, more of what you're here to enjoy, more out into the world. Now, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to curse on YouTube, so I'm going to try not to. So the little saying is like, you are up and I still like you. You are messed up, okay? You are crazy and I still like you. I love you, okay? That really is sacred geometry, okay? And it is such a relief if you can feel that, okay? If we could look at ourselves that way and go, or I'm messed up, or this person is messed up, this person screwed me over, okay? And I still like you because I'm starting to see what's behind the vow, what the true message is, and what the action is to activate the creation in it and understand it's all by design, okay? So you get to be effed up, messed up, okay? You get to be messed up. We can say messed up, okay? And others do too, okay? And feel that. See what feelings that brings up in you, okay? And notice what feelings that's bringing up in you, okay? Is that scary for you? Is that exciting? Is that like, how does that work, okay? So having no boundaries may be part of your design, rather than saying, oh no, I don't have any boundaries, or I said I wouldn't do that and I did it again. I'm such an F up, right? I'm such a mess up. I've made so many mistakes, or somebody else has. Sometimes it's we like to blame. We feel screwed over, okay? And I made so many mistakes, and we're constantly trying to control that, okay? And we can't just stop it, because there's a reason why. It's a chosen experience, a contracted experience to be transcended, okay? To see inside of the Liberate Me 78, which is the Ethereal Geometry Revelations, to your signature, okay, and what you're actually supposed to do with that, right? It's not random experience, okay? It's not everybody's after me, or why is this happening to me? It's okay to feel all those things. Please have your superficial response. It's important, right? It's part of that transcendence I'm receiving, okay? But you start to have a lot of fun with this. It deletes the need for self-help, for therapy in that traditional sense, for fixing yourself, because it opens up a way for you to have those experiences that have been coded into your sacred geometry and your contract, and activate it into what you desire even better, and it can actually become quite fun. Okay, so now we're going to go into something super exciting, right? And we're going to talk about the elements. And some of you may know these elements, because sacred geometry includes pretty much everything, okay? You name it, whether it's astrology, Kabbalah, human design, Akashic records, and it's got its whole own pioneering engineering behind it, created by myself, okay? And Liberate Me, not really by me, it's what I received, okay, in that gift, okay? So you may recognize these elements, but the way we utilize them inside of your sacred geometry signature is completely different, okay? So we don't utilize this as it is utilized in other places. So the elements, what is important is to find out what is my missing elements on a higher level. We're going to get more into the 78 of them. Today we're just soireeing a little bit and introducing you, okay, and getting you accustomed to the space. What would be beautiful is after this session that you create a post or inside the Facebook group, which is private and anonymous, by the way. So if you don't want to comment here inside of YouTube, or you just want to comment some things here and you want to go deep inside the Facebook group, do that. And I will do my best to comment on and give any readings on anything that's coming through there, okay? So it's important to understand, what are my missing elements? What elements do I not have, okay, that I get to cultivate with these life situations? Okay, so there's going to be certain elements that are missing for you, or just in hiding, okay, in exile, that you get to cultivate, okay, with that situation where you're feeling screwed over, okay? All right, so the basic elements, some of us will know. Does anybody know the basic elements, right? The water, right? Water, air. Where will we go next after air? Feels like we'll go to earth and fire. Now, all of these elements are important for creation. So if we try to delete any of them, or don't want them to happen, or fix them, or run away from them, rather than seeing what's behind that vow, okay, and what the message is and the action mapped to your sacred geometry, which will be nothing in what you think it means, then the magic happens. So what is the water? So water is your emotions, okay? So water is your emotions, and that may, and as we go through these, okay, we can have a little fun with this. Feel into, do I recognize myself in this one, in the water element, or have some of it, or I shy away from some of those things, and I'd quite like to have some of those things. Okay, see if you recognize yourself in it, or you judging some of it. So a little review on each of these elements in what was coming through for you, whether you see yourself in it. And then at the end, which one did you see yourself in the most? And which one did you see yourself in the least? Okay, and that's going to open up that magic. Okay. So water is your emotions. Now, we love to switch off our emotions, okay, in the society that has been created. So, but if this is your function, this is your creation power, okay? So if that's been repressed, so if you feel like you repress emotions, that's going to have you be screwed over and not see what's over the veil, behind the veil, okay? And what is a true messaging activation and why it's beautiful to feel all of those emotions. And you've not been screwed over, not really, okay? People, things, situations, and circumstances are used as vessels. Not we have this idea we've got so much self-control and so much free will. We don't, okay? We don't, okay? And this is where we can have this compassion to others, that you can be or messed up, right? And I so like you and myself, okay? Because there's creation going on inside of that, okay? So this is when your water is when you are sensitive, mushy, okay? You love to be around people, okay? You may like to drink, okay? Alcohol, okay? The reason why is because it takes you into the emotions, into that ethereal world. And there's nothing necessarily bad about that, okay? You take these things like the drinking, the people, the sensitivity, because it transports you to another world, okay? And it alters, it alters this reality to take away the assault you may be feeling, where you're feeling screwed over, because you are sensitive. Now, if you feel like I am like this under the surface, but I don't show that, I have a really hard shell, or I am totally like this, okay? This is good. This is not bad news. This is good news, right? So you are sensitive, you care so much, and you can tend to eat or drink or all those kinds of things. You can tend to feel the emotions. You can cry. You can get angry a lot. You can go into awe, okay? On the force side, what can start to happen is, because you're like, well, I can't be all of those things, that I'm not allowed to be that. That's not acceptable, okay? So I'm going to try to repress it, okay? So then you can go into a space where you are like ice and you can't feel anymore, or you're almost cold, okay? Like a protective mechanism comes on, okay? And that's okay, because it's just about noticing it right now, so you can activate the magic in it, in what you desire even better. And, and you can feel into that, okay? People don't like to feel. People don't like to cry. They don't like to get angry. They don't like to get wild. They don't like to get out of control, okay? Or drink or eat a lot, okay? Because we've been said, oh, these things are so bad. Yet they're one of the major elements of creation, okay? So actually, in many moments, it's okay, not okay, not just okay, I should say, but by design. And that takes some getting to understand, okay? But we are just opening this up. So instead of blocking and thinking, I don't want to be around myself, or I have to stop myself, I have to control myself, as I have so many emotions, so it's better for me not to be around anyone, or they have a lot, so let's say, let me get away from them, okay? Or that you feel embarrassed, okay, of that. That's what wants to transcend. That's from your not self. That's the immature energy that wants to transcend, okay? But the high road of this, the highest creation revelations that you're going to see, is that when you're in your water and you're embracing all of those elements, not making them wrong or bad, there is, water is psychic, it is mediumship, it is floating between the worlds, okay? It's able to feel things, and know things without knowing how you know, okay? So if you've ever had a reading from Liberate Me, we give you your sacred geometry signature. We would give you a creation by soul design activation reading. This is still complimentary at this stage, but spoke to each person, and we give you a call as well to go deeper into that, okay? And at this stage, it's complimentary, okay? And you will see when you get that reading, a lot of the feedback we get is like, how did you know that? Like, how do you know that? How's that moved? Or how is this possible? This is so spot on. You can go check out some of the client videos inside of the client playlist, okay, to get a bit more of an experience of how that works. And there's nothing special about me, Okay, it's just that I've been turning on these elements. So you also get to access that and activate that. So it's knowing with not even knowing how you know. Okay, so you can put into the chat or the comments, wow, how does that make me feel? It's having dreams. So all of your dreams inside of Liberate Me and Sacred Geometry are read for you. They have messages and actions in them. Okay, it's floating between those realms, and it's mystical, magical realm. Okay, so at a false level in our not selves, when we haven't activated this and transcended it, we are self-conscious, we might be embarrassed, we can't figure it out. Okay, and you just want to run away from it. Then you may just want to get high, but not for the reason of embracing it. Okay, because nothing is wrong or bad. Okay, but just like I just want to get out of here. Okay, but once you're embodying this, you can still get high and all of those things. Okay, but you will be high all the time. So in your design, okay, and in activating your water element, and you may have a lot of this that you are in right now but not embracing, or you're totally repressing it, or you're like, I would never want to be that, I resist that entirely, and feel like, where am I with this? Okay, so yeah. And as you come into the water, it is the artist in you, it is a magician in you. Okay, it is the writers, it is poetry, you can hear celestial tunes. And your water element is your lovers. The lovers. This is love. Love is the highest creation frequency on this planet, of course, even logically. Okay, you don't need to believe in anything woo-woo. Obviously, when we're feeling like we love ourselves, and we fall in love with ourselves, we love everything, everybody else, good shit happens. Okay, it's not surprising. Okay, so that's the part of us that wants to get out of the physical world and into the magical. Need a sip of water there, without all the words, without all the into that magical realm. It's like, shut up already. That is water. That feeling is like, oh, shut up already. So water is the sex, right? It's the beginning of creation. It is the drinks, okay? The brushing your teeth, the showering. It's the first thing we do. It's the yum yum factor. It's the ability to feel both pain and pleasure without resistance. Okay, equally. Okay, so where you're feeling screwed over. And that's a high creation road for you to take. Okay, if you block yourself on pain, you just block the creation, and that's okay. Okay, there's ways that can open up. Accept where you are, and then you'll transcend through it as we go through these layers. Okay, and then you can't actually feel the beauty in all of this, the beauty in being screwed over, and it's important to have it with the other elements. Okay, in balance. Okay, not in exact balance, because it will depend on your signature, what your balance is, okay, what your missing elements are to bring online. So with your bespoke sacred geometry signature, okay, water is birth, right? 9 months you're in water, you're in fluid. Okay, it starts every cycle. You wake up, you take a shower, you brush your teeth, right? Hopefully, right? You have tea, coffee, or whatever it is, water. When you're at a party, okay, the first thing they say is, can I get you a drink? Water, fluid starts everything, okay? Gets the emotions going. So that's really important. So see where you are with that and rate yourself on 0 to 10. 10 being, I am so water, that's 100% me, or 0, I'm not. Or I am, but I'm not embracing it. I would never want to embrace that. That feels really scary, or that feels really exciting. Or I am, and I totally embrace it, and I see magical things happening because of it. Okay, so wherever you are, you can share that here or inside the Facebook group, and we are going to have hopefully a little surprise in there for this session to help you integrate this, okay? A little gift that hopefully will land soon as well. Now, we do have more elements. So let me see, because we have a dinner reservation. So I'm just going to check if we can move it and then I can carry on. Or maybe we leave this on a cliffhanger and we can go through the air, the earth, and the fire. And there's a surprise fifth element, okay? The unknown, okay? So I'm going to carry on for a little moment. Okay, we're just going to check if we can move the reservation. Oh, should we stop here? Okay, maybe we stop here. Okay, maybe we stop here. Okay. I'm so excited. I want to give it all to you. Okay. But what will come next is air. Yeah, we've been with water. Water's the most important, so be with that. Let's give you a time with that. Okay, let's give you a moment to integrate that. Then we'll have air, and then we'll have earth, and then we'll have fire. Okay, and I may come back online with that on Thursday. That's how it's feeling. Okay, depending which time zone you're on. Okay, so I'll put an email out probably tomorrow. So make sure you register on that link. And I hope you've enjoyed our little soiree and open this up. Really activate this, reciprocate it, answer the questions, at least for yourself, okay? And you can even let me know privately how things are moving for you as you're being with this, okay? If you're a client, obviously you can take this inside of your experience. And inside of that Facebook group, a private space just for us, just for the Liberate Me 78 activators, ready to receive and see what's behind that vow, to activate the true message and the true action in that feeling of being screwed over, okay? So I'm going to respect the message, and the message from Sacred Geometry is to stop, even though myself is like, oh, but, you know, obviously it's all here. We want to give it layer by layer, okay? And this is thick stuff, thicker information sometimes when we're like, because it's brand new. It's not the norm. So you really want to allow yourself to integrate it and have moments with it. So take this away, comment in the comments, go to the Facebook group. We'll start letting you in probably from tomorrow, the next day, and you can start posting inside of there. Okay. And then I will come back with air, earth, fire, and the secret element. Okay. That you won't know of or know the elements of. And that secret element is where we're going to move into the 78, Liberate Me 78, okay, revelations, okay, and how to use them with your real life situations to have it move in a way that you desire, or even better. That's essentially it. I love you so much. Remember that you are the most important thing inside of Liberate Me 78 and the Ethereal Geometry Revelations. You are the most important thing. We are putting this out for you to activate this. So here to support you. Reach out, any questions, anything at all, okay? And yeah, I'm excited that we've opened, and I love you so much. My name's Anita, if you don't know me. There is a website called Liberate Me TM. I don't think that link's in there, but you can go look that up if you're new to this, okay? And it's just been a pleasure, an absolute pleasure, on debunking feeling screwed over, okay? The truth about the elements, and particularly the water element, okay? And how we can unveil what is behind it, okay? And activate what we actually want rather than trying to control everything. So this has been that little opening, okay? Let me know how you found that experience, okay? Give me one word for how you're feeling now at the end as well. Even if you're doing these one words, it's reciprocation and activation. Okay, I am going to sign off, and I'm going to fingers crossed this works. Okay. Mwah. I shall see you next time. Bye-bye.